I loved to copy the illustrations out of my dad's bird guides. And I remember John James Audubon's Birds of North America, which is like this massive book, and that was in our living room, and I'd pull that book out, look at them, and then make my own bird illustrations. That was the first time I started drawing things from nature. And I started to carry a field journal with me on camping trips, and every time I would go up to my grandparents' place, anytime I was outdoors, I was drawing from nature from a really young age. I thought that art would always be sort of a side hobby for me, and then I did an internship with a scientific illustrator, and I saw that then as a career path and something that was actually a viable way to make a living. Big benefit for me being here is that I'm surrounded by plants, and anything that I'm going to draw is growing here in our conservatory, in the production facility, or in any of the gardens outside. So I never have to work from photographs, and that's a really important part of my process. Before coming here, my interest as a natural history illustrator was really broad, and here I focus on illustrations that help people understand the plant world. Ever since botanists have been a thing, there's been a botanical illustrator. I use pen and ink and watercolor, the same mediums that have been used by illustrators for hundreds of years. The importance of having illustration here at the gardens is that illustration is used in everything from children's education up to adult education, and that the illustrations are both used in signage, pamphlets, and online material, and they're helping people to see plants in a new way. Botanical illustration is something that I think is increasingly relevant in an era where everything we work with is digital. One of the fun parts about my job is that the Botanic Gardens grows plants from all over the world, and in order to have access to these things, I would have to, be traveling all over the world, and I get to see them all right here. But having access to both the staff here, who are specialists in plant families, and then access to all of that plant material makes it easy for me to understand the richness and diversity of the plant world. My illustration process is really closely tied to what is blooming here at the garden. Special plants that are flowering or fruiting or doing something interesting, and I'll have a gardener be sort of watching how that thing is changing, and then when it gets to the stage that I'm interested in drawing it, they'll call me, and then I'll come down and work on that plant. And it also depends on the season or what is blooming or fruiting that I want to catch, and sort of that's an ephemeral thing that I've got to get at right now.